Morning, guys. So I'm out in the backyard today and wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of my Mora knives. These are knives most of us usually start with when we get our knife obsession, and usually we buy a few Mora knives. Now, for a beginner, these knives, I mean, not just beginners, for everybody, these knives are amazing. The value you get for the price you pay. Now, I just wanted to compare the first Mora I got, which is the Mora Heavy Duty. Most of us usually have this one. This one is in carbon steel. I usually buy the Moras in carbon. I like the way the carbon sharpens more than the stainless steel, but that's, preference. Everybody has different preferences. They're both great. And the other Mora knife I wanted to talk to you about is the Mora Bushcraft Black. Now, there's quite a bit of a price difference between this one and this one. I think I paid like $25 for the Mora Heavy Duty and closer to $90 for the Bushcraft Black. And on the surface, they're both very similar. They're both carbon steel. Now, this one has some features this one does not, but I mean, with a little bit of work, you can add those features to it. First of all, let's talk about the handles. The handles, they're both great. I mean, they both fit the hand really good. This one's got a bit more of a tactile, it's a bit more easy on the hands, I would say. I mean, there's not much of a difference, but this one's better, obviously. I mean, you pay for it, but it is better. But for someone who's just starting, is this enough? Is this knife enough? Do you need anything more than this? The thickness is thick enough where you can do some heavy duty stuff with it. And these are dependable knives. There's millions of videos on YouTube about these knives. These are great knives. And for a while, I just wanted to get this one to see what the difference would be. And to be honest, there isn't much of a difference. I actually think this one cuts a little bit better because it's got a little bit thinner grind than this one does. What this one does have is a sharpened spine, so you can, for the steel rod, and you can do like little shavings off sticks and things like that for your fire. Bark off of bark. It's a 90-degree spine from the factory. With this one came in, it wasn't 90. I had to make it 90 myself, but just a little bit of work. It does just fine. Now, which one cuts better? I think this one does cut a little bit better, but that, again, comes down to the grind. It's a bit thinner. Now, this is hardwood. I usually don't make shavings with hardwood. Usually do softwood for the shavings. But it does it. Just find an edge on the piece of the wood you want. Wow, this one does good too. So, they both cut really well. Some of the best cutting knives out there. I think Mora is really underrated, and the price you pay for them, they should be costing a lot more. And this one is expensive. So to start off with, maybe start with the heavy duty. And there are thinner ones, but I think for camping and fire making, any kind of work like that, you need a bit of thickness on the blade. If it's too thin and you're batoning a little piece of wood for fire, there's always a chance of it breaking. And these are not full tang. Even this one is not full tang. Mora does have full tang versions, but I don't have one of those. But they're so well built that I don't think anybody's broken them. Unless you're trying to break it, you can break any knife. But just to baton pieces of wood like this, you're not gonna break this. And this one is even more heavy duty than this. So I made I don't like the sheets that the Moras, these cheaper Moras come in. So I made a little, leather sheet for it, put a little cheap fire steel on it. And this right here, just toss it in your bag, you're ready to go. This sheet for this one, it's a little bit better than the belt buckle moves, so it sits easier on the belt. But to be honest, I don't wear these on my belt. If I am wearing a belt knife, it's something with a better sheet than these. I put these in my bag, and I leave them in the bag until I need them, and then I bring them out. They're very easy to sharpen. Just get yourself a little rod, ceramic rod, and that's basically all you need. Maybe just a little bit of stropping on a piece of leather, and that's all it takes. I don't think I've done much more than that with these. And they're sharp. They're extremely sharp. So that's the difference between these two Mora knives that I have. And if you're looking to buy a knife just to take out camping with you, look at one of these. Now there's a stainless steel version of this. The carbon steel, you need to take care of it. It will rust if it's put in the sheet wet, especially in a leather sheet. Keeps the moisture, so you have to make sure it's dry. Once in a while, put some oil on it. But to me, carbon steel has always cut better for some reason. I mean, that's my experience. Other people, they say stainless steel cuts better. I don't know, but I've never had an issue with carbon. And I just like the way it sharpens. It's so easy to sharpen. Stainless steel is a bit harder to sharpen. I mean, it's not impossible. You can do it with a rod. It's with a ceramic rod, you can get any knife sharpened. But that's the choice you gotta make. It's you want to pay under 30 for this, that will do everything this does, or pay $70 and get this. It's got a coating on it, so the rust is not as much of an issue with this. You still have to take care of it, but the handle, the choil here, it just feels really good in the hand. Feels really good in the hand. It's got a sharpened spine, so it's already done for you, but you're paying more. You're paying more for this. With a little bit of work, you can get this to this level. It's not as comfortable. Well, when I say it's not as comfortable, when I hold it, and it's really comfortable. You have to literally hold them one after another to feel any kind of difference. I find this to be very comfortable. This to be very comfortable. This is just a bit better. In every way, it's just a little bit better. It's a notch above. And there's a better knife, the full tang version that Mora has. I think it's the only knife they make that is full tang. That one's better than this. So now, when it comes to cutting and usability, every knife will do the job. But if you're looking for a Mora, give this a try. If you want to spend a little bit more money, pick yourself one of these, and it won't disappoint you. Now, learn to make a sheet. This is not a great sheet. I did this in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it just makes the knife yours. It makes it different. and it fits thinner in the bag. It's not as thick as this. So guys, if this helps you out, give me a thumbs up. If it doesn't help you out, give me a thumbs down, but let me know why and what you would change. This is new to me, so I'm gonna be putting out a video once a week talking about knives and some tools and things like that. If you're interested, subscribe, and I'll have a video out every week, maybe 2 a week. So I have tons of knives, guys, and I'm not a professional bushcrafter, but I've used knives almost all my life. So, and I have a lot of knives. So be making videos about the knives that I have, and some of the more reasonable priced ones and some of the more expensive ones. I will be talking about axes and hatchets and things like that. And this one right here, I will make a video about. This thing's a treasure. I love this thing. If you like to see that, it's coming up. I'll be comparing this to some other hatchets that I have. So if this helps you out, guys, give me a thumbs up, and go pick yourself up a Mora. They're great knives. Thanks, guys.